Hey everybody, it's me Arlene, Delicious Delights, and welcome to my channel. I have a lot of new release perfumes for 2022 that I want to let you guys know about. 18 in total. Most of them are designer perfumes. I have some niche as well in here, and at the very end of the video I'll be letting you guys know which top 3 that I'm looking forward to the most. So let's just begin here. The first one is from the house of Issey Miyake. It's Issey Eau and Magnolia. Some notes in this one are neroli, aquazone, magnolia, rose, and sandalwood. Well, this is a flanker of the very popular Issey, which is a classic in my opinion. One of my most favorite aquatic scents. I don't own it yet. I think maybe one day I will. So because of that, I am very interested in this flanker. Okay, so now we have some perfumes from Zara. I have talked about one of these already on my channel, but there are 2 other ones that were also released together with Cherry Smoothie. So the first one, Cherry Smoothie, has some notes of cherry, plum, almond, heliotrope, and hawthorn berry. I have reviewed this one, so I can just link it down there if you guys are interested in what I think about it. And I also compared it to Lost Cherry as well. So the other 2 perfumes that were released are Zara Tropical Boost and Zara Luminous Nectar. So the Tropical Boost has some notes of red grapefruit, mandarin orange, pineapple, almond milk, and brown sugar. This one has also been recommended by a few of you in the comments. So this one I'm very much looking forward to, mostly because there's pineapple in here, almond milk, brown sugar. It sounds like a beautiful, delicious tropical cocktail of sorts. So I actually have that one coming in the mail soon, just in a little roller ball. So you guys can expect to hear about that very, very soon, hopefully. And the other one that was also released in this collection is Zara Luminous Nectar. This one has notes of white pear, bergamot, galbanum, peony violet, moss, and musk. This one honestly looks a little bit less interesting than the other 2. I have this one also coming as well in a roller ball. So the white pear and galbanum look like interesting notes. So hopefully it's good, and we'll see if it is very soon. Coming up, we have a perfume from the house of DKNY. It's another flanker of Be Delicious, and it's Be Delicious Guava Goddess. It has some notes of mandarin orange, guava blossom, and sandalwood. And that sounds delicious. The main note here is guava. I don't see guava a lot in note breakdowns, so this one I'm looking forward to. I do really like the original Be Delicious. I think it's kind of one that's underhyped because I don't know why, but I really enjoyed it. I found a bottle of it last year at the thrift store for very cheap, and I think it's a great wearable, everyday, fresh, sparkling scent. Actually, a lot of perfumes in this Be Delicious collection are very easy to wear and versatile, so hopefully I can get my nose on that one as well. Next up, we have a scent from Lancome. It's another flanker. It's La Vie est Belle Oui. Oui as in yes in French. This one has some notes of raspberry, pink pepper, rosa centifolia, ylang, iris, patchouli, and gourmand notes. It seems that a lot of the perfumes in this collection are quite similar. I mean, the bottles are super cute and great for collecting. So I'll give this one a try if I see it in the store, but I'm not like super excited about that one in particular. Next up, we have a perfume from the house of Estee Lauder. This one is Beautiful Magnolia Intense, a flanker of the Beautiful collection, Beautiful fragrance. And this one has some notes of Violet Leaf Absolute, cardamom, iris, paleta, concrete, patchouli, vanilla, and leather. The leather note in here is kind of interesting, but I haven't been very enthusiastic about this collection. I think that from the ones that I have tried, the original one is what I have in mind. It's been all right. It's an okay scent, but nothing that I would feel the need to own myself. The next perfume here is Carolina Herrera 212 Heroes. This one has a very interesting bottle shaped as a skateboard, a pink skateboard. So the notes in here look interesting. There's milk in here. Whenever there's milk in the notes of any perfume, I'm automatically interested in it. I don't think I own any Carolina Herrera perfumes though. It's just not a house that I really paid attention to that much. When I think of the house, I think of the high heel for sure. But the 212 line, I'm not very familiar with. But hopefully I can get my nose on this one as well. Next up, we have a fragrance from Britney Spears. This is Blissful Fantasy, flanker of course. This one has some notes of fire lily, honeydew melon, jasmine, freesia, tuberose, tiare, iris, and musk. A lot of floral notes in here. The honeydew melon in here sounds really nice, and I really like this collection. I don't own any of them, but I have smelled a lot of them. They are, you know, easygoing, very, very sweet, candy-like for the most part kind of scents. Whenever I think of the Fantasy collection, I think of a younger crowd wearing it. But of course, anyone can wear this perfume or anything from this collection. Next up, we have a scent from Valentino. It's Valentino Donna Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. This one has some notes of golden kiwi, Brazilian orange, Indian jasminum grandiflorum, that's a mouthful, rose, Indian ambrat seed, and white musk. So with Born in Roma, the first one was all right. It wasn't my favorite. I found it to be similar to a lot of other perfumes. And also the one that was released last year in the yellow bottle was all right. It was just like middle of the road for me. So I'm not super excited about this release, but I would like to try it as well anyways because of this golden kiwi note. That's another note that I don't hear about much in perfumes in general. Moving on, we have a scent from Shiseido. It's Ginza EDP Murasaki. Hopefully I'm saying that right. This one has some notes of violet, Fuji apple, pomegranate, jasmine, freesia, sandalwood, and patchouli. So the original Shiseido Ginza that was released either last year or the year before, I thought that was definitely an underrated gem. It was a very nice, sweet, musky pomegranate, where the pomegranate was very, very dominant and juicy and ripe. But that musk in there just made it warm and cozy. So yeah, I also even contemplated getting a bottle of the Shiseido Ginza. I really enjoyed that one a lot. So I'm guessing I would probably like this as well. Next up, we have a perfume from the House of Hugo Boss. It's Boss Alive Intense. It has some notes of raspberry, benzoin, and vetiver. So the Boss Alive collection hasn't been my favorite. I remember the original one, and I just remember it being kind of forgettable. Very middle of the road. It was all right. A lot of perfumes nowadays are just all right. There's nothing wrong with that at all, but sometimes, you know, I'm in the mood for just wearing something average smelling that smells good, not too complicated, easy to wear kind of perfumes. And other times I want something more elaborate, more complicated, and has a lot of depth. Usually I find those more so in the niche perfume area, but Boss Alive Intense, we'll see how that one goes. Next up, we have a perfume from Bvlgari. It's Rose Goldea Blossom Delight EDT. Very long name for this one. This one has some notes of lily of the valley, grapefruit, peony, rosebud, and white musk. So with this collection, the Bvlgari Goldea collection, I think it's quite a nice collection. The original Goldea was in the gold bottle, I believe. I finished a decant of that. I remember wearing that and my mom complimenting me on that as well, so she really liked it as well. And I've tried the other ones. There's Absolute in the black bottle, Roman Night, also very nice perfumes. And this one looks super pretty as well with, you know, the grapefruit, peony, rose, just a nice light fruity floral scent that I'm kind of in the mood for, that kind of light perfume, spring, summer scents. I am in the mood for that, so I will get my nose on that one hopefully. Moving on, there's a few niche perfumes here that I'm looking forward to. The first one is from the house of Laboratorio Olfattivo. It's called Nectar. This one has some notes of grapefruit, red berries, honey, leather, incense, tonka, vanilla, vetiver, and patchouli. So the notes in here look absolutely amazing with the honey, leather, incense, and tonka and vanilla. I just love this house, you guys. I have tried many of them, but I haven't talked about this house much. I bought last year a scent that was their newest release. It's called Tonkade. It's like an underrated gem for sure. I really love it. It's a nice tonka incense perfume, smoky and delicious. And this one looks like it's along those same lines, but it has some nice fruity notes in here with grapefruit and red berries. So this is definitely one that I have on my radar. The other niche perfume here is from the house of Byredo, and it's called De Los Santos. This one has some notes of sage, mirabelle plum, orris root, frankincense, and musk. So this one I'm kind of interested in, mostly because of the mirabelle plum, and then there's also frankincense in here. I just love incense perfume, and mirabelle plum is a note I'm seeing more often in perfume. So that one is something I definitely want to get my nose on. And finally, you guys, I'm down to the last 3 perfumes. These are the ones that I'm looking forward to the most out of all of these ones that I just talked about. So in 3rd spot, we have Gucci Bloom EDT's Eau de Toilette. This one has some notes of mandarin orange, lemon, orange blossom, jasmine sambac, tuberose, and rangoon creeper. So I really like the original Gucci Bloom EDP. I think it's a great tuberose designer scent. It's very creamy and sweet and green, but it is, I think, maybe a little bit heavy. Maybe when it's way too hot outside, it might be a little cloying. And so an eau de toilette version sounds like something that would be maybe a little bit more wearable, less intense, maybe watered down a little bit, which is something that sounds wonderful. So Gucci Bloom EDT, I am looking forward to that one for sure. In number 2 spot, we have Elizabeth Arden Green Tea Lychee Lime. And so the subnotes in this one are lychee, key lime, lychee liqueur, black tea, green tea, and water lily. And that sounds absolutely wonderful. Lychee is a note that isn't that popular, I think, for the most part with perfumes. I don't know if I own any lychee fragrances. I would like to. I do like the scent and the taste of lychee. And then there's also some black tea and green tea in here. And I love tea notes. So this one, I'm going to wait till it gets to the discounters before I think I will blind buy this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one as well. And last but not least, the number 1 perfume here that I'm looking forward to the most is from an underrated house. It's Trussardi Pure Jasmine. And there's some notes here of pistachio, salt, champaca, jasmine absolute, and vanilla. And I'm interested in this the most because this pistachio note and salt sounds absolutely delicious. Pistachio notes in fragrances are pretty rare. I own 1 or 2. The one that I'm thinking of is the Laura Mercier Creme de Pistache, which I think is now discontinued. So I do want more pistachio in my life. I do really like the perfumes, or many perfumes, from the House of Trussardi. And they also released a perfume either last year or the year before that has almost the same bottle. It's like pink instead of the white that you see here. So maybe it's a flanker of that one. In any case, this sounds amazing. A pistachio, salty, floral, sounds unique. And I'm looking forward to that one the most out of all of these. So that was my very long list of new perfumes to be released in 2022. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please let me know in the comments which ones you're looking forward to the most. I would love to hear that. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.